funny.
First match of the baccpaBrawl 151. We've got Aegis versus Scissors. Aegis usually on the bedman, today representing Unika, the first baccpaBrawl since Unika has been released. And I'm joined, well, first of all, I'm baccpack, and I'm joined by the one and only Patriarch Panda.
Oh, so you're more important than me?
I mean,
nah, I'm joking, but yeah, getting into don't. I mean, you should be self-important. But anyway, into Aegis, obviously the bedman professional, letting the Unika rip. And you know what? I can kind of see that definitely being a good way to go about it. Unika kind of plays like a Shoto, but with a little bit of slowness there. So that would kind of match the pace the bedman does, but you've got better normals, better confirms, and higher damage. And just like that, you've seen it, Aegis is capitalizing so early on. So yeah, this character backpack, Shoto, but heavy. They've got like a little stance thing where after some normals, their weapon goes all blue like that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
And basically, that'll enhance all of our specials, every special.
Oh, okay. Temporarily, or just next special is always buffed?
Next special buffed.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that special,
what Unika's all about here. We're going to see, I assume it's a reversal, right? I mean, that's
a DP. Yep.
DP into the follow-up, or
that's
is that just always what it looks
like? Yeah, that's what it always looks like.
DP.
Yeah. You can enhance it, but that's when it's blue. If you see blue, that lets you know the weapon move is being enhanced. And just like that, Aegis, as we're explaining it, there's a lot to explain with this new character, and we want you guys to understand what's going on. Aegis is going to be going up 1-0. To get away with a little bit of the misinformation as we head into the second match, I'm going to just say this now, because the chat's already on me. It is temporary. There's a time limit to the next enhanced special, but it's only for your next special. All right? That is all.
Yeah, no, I got you now. Now that makes sense. I was confused.
And if you see red, it's not enhanced. That is all. Okay?
Excellent.
Thank you.
I appreciate the correct information. And now we can get started here. So Scissors tries to extend immediately, caught by the DP. Tries to get him to the Scum Dipper. I love how I always know what that name is called because it's always Scum Dipper.
It's always Scum Dipper. Well, I guess in this case we need to come up with a name, right? She's the daughter of Sin, right? Not Sin, sorry, Kai. Daughter of Kai. Daughter of Kai.
What about the She Dipper?
The She Dipper?
Not good enough.
Nah,
we'll figure it out. We'll workshop it.
We'll get a name. We'll get a name. So we've got Scum, we've got Sun. Yeah. Oh, nice. Sends them back. Trying to play to their neutral. Far slash. Gonna get spun. Oi, big trade on that. Far slash. Decent confirm. Sends you back. And we're just playing the neutral game. Big throw. Oh, good tech. Far slash confirms it.
Yeah, no follow up there though. I assume that's an overhead. Fantastic block there by Scissors.
Yep.
PRC for the low afterwards. Decent damage. Brother.
Wow. The power of the
wake
DP.
Up dash up throw. Yeah, has the full respect in the DP. Aegis goes up 2-0 with the Unika. On to game number 3. And, you know, I'm really surprised at how dominant this set has looked so far here for Aegis. Obviously, when there's a new character, I mean, it's going to take a lot of time to figure out what the character is doing, especially developing a game plan against it. It's much easier to create a game plan than an anti-game plan. So, obviously, new characters have that inherent advantage at first, if they're easy to pick up.
Jesus. And just with the amount of stagger tools that are available, that's the enhanced super, by the way. Again, if you see blue, enhanced. And the Scum Dipper, by the way, the interesting thing about it, it's safe on block. So, can he punish it? Oh, tap 5D. The red one is punishable, but blue one, too much pushback. I believe -6. Nobody's punishing it. Oh, yeah, no, don't skip. Also, set point here. Set point.
Set point opportunity, throwing out the laser. I'm a fire the laser, and that was the blue. Yeah, that was the enhanced one. If you didn't know, the special's enhanced one is blue.
Yeah, you gotta know. By the way, the blue fireball, the beam special, is a plus on block guard crush, so you gotta be careful.
You know I love that.
Oi.
I love my plus on block guard crushes. That is a close slash starter. The wall was weak, so we're not getting the full combo, but we are gonna find a wall break, and the next hit should be it here for the game. Aegis gets him to the Scum Dipper, jumps up, blocks, DP in the gap.
DP.
Next hit will be it. And he kind of decent
Oh my god.
Damn.
She also has the Kai 6P.
Yeah, the Kai 6P for the Antwean. Oh, I saw it. Frame 1. Very nice play. Aegis takes the set 3-0. Did you know Unika has a 100% win rate in the baccpaBrawl?
Welcome to Losers Top 8 Finals, and this is probably the best set you're going to see all day. Yeah. It's a Potemkin versus a Goldlewis. And you know what? Oh god, yeah, no, this is what I want to see. I want to see violence. I want to see carnage. This is the representation of us fighting.
Yeah, these are quite literally our clone fighters. Of course, I'm the Goldlewis, Panda the Potemkin. We're going to see who is represented better. There we go. Fantastic PRC forward. Can we do a
You would never do that.
Can we run a bit? Can we do super biased commentary? One time for
you know what? Yeah, go. Yeah.
This is the most appropriate time.
Yeah, me as well. Yeah, go for it. Go.
Sets of the gun, catches that Potemkin, who of course is mashing a special move on the first block, double block in the air. Just gonna match the same block string, but of course it works. That's a top tier character for you. 6H gonna whip, but no punish because there's actually no hurt box there. BRC forward, absolutely benefiting from the turning off of the brain. A huge hit. What a high level play there from the Goldlewis. A fantastic frame perfect button into the punish.
Whatever, man, whatever. Your character's trash and all that good stuff. I'm not good at this. But anyway, Antwean going for the flick. Pretty decent one. Goes for the burst, sends you back. Just like a big jar stuck in the corner. And you know, they don't know how to play this character. They don't know how to operate on this character. This guy's for gorillas, bro. Like, he's running the 268. Perfect slide head. Read the momentum, but couldn't catch that backdash because it's carried. And it has 6 iframes for some reason.
Oh, no! Wow, the PRC forward. Yeah, unfortunately there was a little late in the low, and so we're going to leave the gap there to the backdash, finds the hit.
Nah, bro, he's hitting with the Reddit combo, Goldlewis Dickinson. This guy sucks, bro. Look at this top tier gorilla getting checked. This is what I'm talking about.
And we go on to the final round of game number 1. Better player wins the round start. 5K into the 268 dash for the overhead, but Antwean once again gets rewarded for mashing on block.
Well, that's because your guy doesn't know how to structure offense. He's getting hit by 2S for Christ's sake. Oh my god, stuck in the corner though, has to defend, gets caught by the low, scrubby low. Why is it plus
Classic
on block?
Now Antwean can't block a 40 frame low. Still somehow going to find a way to win a game, though. Who knows? Backdash, trying to go for the double pop buster. We're not going to work this time. The Goldlewis player just in your head, jumps in, phenomenal jump in, perfectly timed, excellent use of the resources, and Big Jars goes up 1-0.
Heading into the second match, and this is real commentary now. No more of that bias stuff, right? We love the players here in the baccpaBrawl, and I want this to be known, right? Me, backpack, we love the players, right? But Antwean,
I love the Goldlewis.
Off to a fairly good start. Sure. Yeah, that's for sure, and I love the Potemkins, but we're past that now.
We're past that. We came to an agreement. Oh my god!
Jesus!
Oh my god! To the wall! To the wall!
No, yeah.
Oh, I didn't get it. Meaty 268 though.
Till the Potemkin goes through. I couldn't find the rhyme. I couldn't find it, but it was there. But look at the health difference. Oh my god. The round difference even, I'm going to say. So far, Big Jars is really good at running the neutral, planting his options fairly well, but Antwean seems to be absolutely unstoppable once offense has started. You're seeing it. Once Antwean gets a turn, Big Jars just gets caught, and Antwean doing a really good job. The air dash.
The offense that was really sick from... I take it back. The offense was not really sick from Antwean.
That was sick. That was sick, bro.
That was a great PRC forward. But Antwean's doing a really good job at overextending right now, and you know, so one difficulty with Potemkin is overextending because of how strong jump can be. And once you've conditioned your opponent to just hold down back, that's when Potemkin can really get a large offensive block string going on.
A massive one even. Oh, gets caught by the jump in. Looking for some type of delayed option. Big Jar is going to get pushed back by a deflect. Antwean on the offense. 5K into the gun. Has to give up that tension to avoid the chip. Definitely a clever play, but this is still a dire scenario, and you still bed on armor and such low health. Antwean kind of in danger time right now. Gets caught by anything, will lead to death. And you're up against Goldlewis. You can barely tank it if you're wrong. Ooh.
Oh, wow. making all the right reads right now. Now Antwean's making this a 50-50 for your life. Excellent match there by Big Jars. Throws out that 2P, which is an anti-air. Oh, the flex super wasn't ready to punish. You were definitely plus there, but the 5P jab to the face. And Big Jars goes up 2-0.
You got it too.
On to game number 3. Big Jars with a nice 2-0 lead. Dash up in the meaty 2P, catch the mash, and Antwean makes the way out of it.
Nice.
Armor, wow, yeah, the second armor wins there always.
Oh my god, I love the fact that Antwean is just checking Big Jars right now. They're like, are you going to challenge Garuda at all? No? Let me crank that risk. I like that play. I'm a big fan of it.
That was a rough throw though. Plus 16, immediately goes for the 2K. Threatens the overhead. Ooh. OTG, not an OTG, actually just gonna break the wall with the second overhead there. And any significant hit is going to close out this round and put Big Jars on set point. Goes to that raw super. Back touch. That was nasty.
That was nice.
That was nice. Yeah, challenging through
nice.
with the disjoint there. Through the super, immediately special cancels, and was able to close it out.
Oh, perfect slide head. Able to have the Garuda. Main thing that, oh, nice throw. Main thing that you've got to know, in this matchup, the utility oh my god, another one. The utility supers from both sides, like the laser and the Giga. That was a Potemkin round. That was a Potemkin round. That's a Potemkin round.
That's why you gotta jump, man. The backdash isn't worth it.
Oh my god, it's still a Potemkin round. We're not done yet. It's still a Potemkin round, backpack. The times have still to go by. This is still a Potemkin round.
Oh my!
Oh, should have went for Heavenly.
Out of it. Big jump in. 2K.
It's still a Potemkin round. Oh wait, they can kill.
Dead. The staff.
So never mind Potemkin rounds, backpack. We saw a Potemkin match as Antwean just as able to take one, but they're still up against that 2-1 lead. Heading into the next one, oh, you've still put a 2 next to Big Jars. Heading into the next one, this is still a big lead for Jars as they only need one more match, but we're seeing Antwean just absolutely shake up the momentum. Again, I feel like Antwean is amazing on offense. They're really good at making the right read, the right call. And Big Jars is insanely good at the neutral aspect of this matchup. Kind of like how you'll see it with most Potemkin Goldlewises. Oi, oi, oi. It's rough, man. It's rough. It's rough out here being a Goldlewis man when you're getting grabbed that many times.
Yeah, I think at this point they've recognized that Big Jars is holding so many Garudas that you might as well throw out some Pop Busters.
This is true. This is true. Oh my god, even on close
and again and again. We need to see some fuzzy jumps when you're getting caught by the just delayed ones. Good backdash. Freaked out, didn't get the punish there. Tried to dash for the throw. Fuzzy throws. Clashes. 2P, the perfect button for the situation. Cross up. Deflected away. Sets up the drone. Has to deal with the slide head. JS blocked. Takes the turn. A couple of back throw. Worst case scenario. Antwean is very close to tying this up.
Yeah, they're not aware of the scaling on back throw, so they messed up the combo there. You have to kind of just go straight into Heat Knuckle after a decent pickup. Can't do the extensions that you'd normally do. And just like they may pay for it as Big Jars takes an important round. And the perfect part of the song is playing. I'm a fool and I know nothing. And a fairly bad conversion. But you can make up for it. You still got another round to solidify that tie. But it's looking rough. Big Jars is on the offense yet again. Oh.
Great use of deflect. Into the slide head, secure the knockdown, 2P out of range, jumps in, that sets up the counter hit, didn't have the follow-up ready though. Dash under, no, not a dash under, instead has this routing where we side swap off the behemoth, sets up the drone, 5K out of range, but he's still in a good spot, unless you mess up the BT, and now Antwean finds a way out, finds the 2S, confirms into the Pop Buster, yeah, with the 2 bars, you're 50-50 at any point now. 50-50 from full screen is what you have to respect!
Oh, the slowdown making that a little funky. Oh, wait, no, wait, this is actually... Oh my god, you made... That's it! Oh.
Top 5D is enough. Antwean will force a game number 5.
Heading into game number 5, backpack. It's beautiful. This is what we want with this matchup, right? This is exactly what we want. But it does appear the Big Jars is already off to a pretty good start. You have massive advantage in terms of that health, and you still got that bar burst to represent Wild Assault on the slide heads. But we're seeing Antwean get some amazing 6Ps off. Definitely the main thing that's helping them turn the tides throughout the set.
Overextension with BTs and JDs. And in this matchup, generally you want to overextend with JDs over BTs because you can jump over a lot of the armored options for Potemkin. But regardless, we're in a great spot here. 268 counter hits. And once again, Big Jars is on set point.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, though. The JD resets are really good.
No.
Oh, they have the combo as well. Yep. Not the optimal. Mine's is more optimal.
Ben is flexing. Like,
I have to flex.
The one I uploaded to YouTube a year.
No, but that is a really good combo. That's probably a very.
I think we're seeing a game 5. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Reddit combo for the finish and everything.
2-touching Goldlewis is crazy, by the way.
I love Potemkin. Okay, baccpack, let the folks at home know what we have, my man.
Final game, final round. It is the double Luigi between Antwean and Big Jars, and what a set this has been. So back and forth. We've seen both players highlight their skills, and we'll see who's able to take this, gets the close slash, and you got to give up that burst there.
I kind of like the weird options Antwean's representing, but in this matchup, I do not recommend the use of JD at all. 684 is an absolute threat.
Spot earlier. Sets for the drone.
Oh, he has to respect that. The YRC just kind of holding on to their meter. Oh, heavily PRC, and just like that, this is a winning scenario. Goes for the combo on the side swap, has to bait super. The IB certainly doing God's work. That's your death. That's it.
An unbelievable side swap to take the set. Big Jars takes it at the very end of game number 5.
Whoa. Heading into our last set of Losers Top 8. If you were sad that Potemkin was gone, would you believe it? We have another one. Senor Whis, who's been doing some good work recently. Pretty solid Potemkin. I caught him on Paragon the other night. Done a good job making top 8 here. And oh my god. Already grabbing Asset. But as we know, Asset, oh my god. Asset, a really good Valentine player, loves playing Ram, loves playing Elfelt, but today they're on the Unika. They want to show us what the Unika can do.
Yeah, and it's very cool that we're already seeing so much Unika representation. That's such a big difference from what we've seen from Venom. I feel so sorry to the Venom players. Like, we've seen 2 games of Venom on stream so far in the entirety, and we've already matched that with Unika. So excited to see Unika. Okay. It looks like they're a decently strong character.
Yeah, and this is a fairly good jump in. Went for the YRC on defense, approaching with the Wild Assault. And we're going for the plus frames. Gets in with the Scum Dipper. That was the punishable one. So you gotta keep that in mind. You see red, that's punish. So very interesting to let that rep. I get it. Oh, and that's 5H, by the way. You see that big normal they represented? That's 5H. Imagine Goldlewis 5H, but it does what Goldlewis 5H was supposed to do.
Oh, nice hit. Nice confirm. PRC for the extension. Oh, doesn't look like we're getting there. Overhead will certainly kill, though. And yeah, I even had the opportunity to bait out that burst. A great round there. Great result for Asset.
Big 2D knockdown. Goes for a safe jump setup. Gets the far slash. Fairly nice. Do keep in mind, you do need a safe jump for this character. And you do need spaced out Garudas to call out those DPs. So Senor Whis well aware of what he needs to do against the Unika main. I'm a fan of it. Senor Whis is very on it right now. They are clocked in. Ooh,
a really nice way to cover the aerial space with that JS. Unfortunately, not going to turn into a turn here. 2D outspaced. Trying to play these 5H ranges, far slash ranges, but not going to make it easy. Finds the hit, finds the knockdown, starts up the turn, getting hit away.
Oh, PRC, stay safe. Went for JD. Probably an air throw miss input. Would have definitely been a powerful scenario. Punishes the PRC attempt after the minus on block. Skandepa and the Garuda connect and probably catching some type of fuzzy jump off the blue Wild Assault. Good play from Senor Whis as they go up 1-0.
On to game number 2, and it does look like Asset will swap to a different waifu, opting to pick Jacko.
Alright, so I've got some news for you.
Okay.
When it comes to Potemkin versus Jacko, it's not fun. I feel like Potemkin can do fairly well into the matchup. I'd say it's like even-ish nowadays. But there's still some aspects about the Jacko matchup where you're like, Oh, Jesus Christ, right, I'm playing the Jacko matchup, right?
We just found
it's here. Yeah, it's definitely in the corner, but the other aspect is a neutral, right? So with Potemkin, you need to make clean reads of slide dead, you need to make clean reads of heat tackle, you need to make clean reads with far slash. If you're wrong once, you get that corner scenario, and it loops, baby. It loops.
Finds it below, and that is the round. Definitely looking like this was a good character swap.
Aye, no, without a doubt. Asset, again, they've got the waifus down. We're just going to say it out loud, right? Waifu player. They've got their characters down. And if you've got a character like Jacko or Johnny in your hands available, you just rock that into Potemkin every time. And you're seeing it. It's working dividends. It's working perfectly for Asset. Oh my god.
That was strange. BRC into the vending drop. Goes to the 5X to pull it in, but Pop Bustered, and they got really interesting option there.
Do it again.
And Wake Up Super should be a very nice punish on the close slash. Isn't enough to kill. Doesn't look like it.
Potemkin.
So, yeah, it has a lot of HP. Good character. Throw into the meter RC. Certainly not. Yeah, not going to kill. Meaty 5K will, though. Big round there for Senor Whis.
See, that was very interesting. I think he could have got a killing combo if the Hammerfall wall splatted, but probably not enough wall damage, or not close enough to the wall, because there's a lot of jank with the wall. Oh, big slide hit. Garuda went for the 2K this time. Garuda probably going to go for another close slash attempt. Went for the Pop Buster, definitely safe one. Heat Knuckle, and this is going to deal so much damage. This is raw Heat Knuckle, by the way.
Yeah, raw Heat Knuckle with that wall break does a ton, especially on a character like Jacko, obviously.
40% without guts, by the way.
Wild.
Then there you go. If you make the perfect read with Heat Tackle, you can win it. And even though Asset had a bit of a rough last round there, I would probably still play Jacko on this, but we're about to find out. The Senor Whis is up 2-0.
Game number 3, round start. Both players going to throw out some normals. Neither player going to connect thus far. Throwing out the minion from downtown, hits the armor, finds the collapse, setups another minion. And not enough to actually take on a full turn, but certainly enough to threaten from neutral. But what Whis does is threaten really hard from neutral and actually gets a turn off it. 2S catch the backdash, knockdown, but that was not plus.
I'm with the close slash counter that, bro. Beautiful work. Was it?
Set point.
Yeah, set point. Oh, okay. I thought I cut you off or something like that. I'm like, yeah, okay. Set point, Senor Whis again. Nasty's Potemkin that you're going to see today. Besides Antwean, rest in peace. But Asset still has an opportunity to bring it back.
God, but not for
oh!
Uh-oh.
Heat tackle. That's a foolish one. But I do like the representation.
Oh, this is going to be really rough because now you're going to have all minions up. And the close slash start is going to make this really tough. Okay, we're in a very weird situation where now anything's going to kill, but they're choosing not to.
Yeah, I think the main thing they were worried about was their minion meter. With 3 of them out like that, it would have really depleted it. You couldn't really do much offense. So they were like, damn, I've got to kind of respect them here. I can't really overextend, but that's a very nice catch with the jump in. Changing it out with the left, right, gets the low. Just beautifully done by Asset. They're denying that set point, but we're still in set point danger time territory. This is still scary for the Jackal, but oh my god, wait, never. Jesus Christ.
Honestly, I feel like this is Senor Whis' best opportunity to shut it down because I just see a Jacko steamroll coming in our near future. Like, they're doing so well in the Jacko.
Oh, what a mash out though with the 5P. Jumps in, close slash to get pushed back, went for the backdash on the 2D. Bursting out, does have a bar to work with. No heavenly, add a heavenly every time there.
That is
like a little bit. Now I'm not acting like, oh, you should have just done heavenly, but like everything in my gut told me to do that there. But Asset with the top 5D backpack, like you said, could be a dark horse, could turn it around here.
Game number 4, round start. We're going to see a 6P and a really early start here for Potemkin. We see the backdash into the challenge here from Jacko. Back to mid-screen, sets up the cross-up, and has the minion set up, so we are going to get a nice little conversion here. Close slash, counter hit, meaty, jumping around with that JS, not covering the sky, but is covering it from the minions. Jumps around, PRC underneath, and then the back throw. Trap in the corner right now is Potemkin.
And this is brutal. You're back to neutral. You're going to have to play a patient game. Went straight for the hammer fall in there, up, even as a combo to maximize on the meter. That's insane from Senor Whis, and this is actually a winning scenario. You just won, and I've got a confession to make. I forgot that I'm on a Gigantor Kai, so he does the Gangnam Style every time, and it catches me off every single time. Oh, nice. Bit of patience there, not going to get caught by the minion parry, but the jump in, certainly giving Asset a turn here in the corner. That's going to be able to allow them to stack up and just stagger away. Lee.
Oh, trying to go for the throw, but absolutely baited. Now with the minion in front of you, it just looks disastrous here for Potemkin. I'm not sure how you find a way out, but when there's a will, there's a way.
You could deflect. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, I've said this many times, is like, if you're playing the what? I've said this many times when you're playing the matchup, you kind of want to sacrifice a YRC or a burst or a deflect to get out the corner when you're in that situation. But if the Jacko's smart enough, they will call out, they will look out for that scenario. And I feel like Senor Whis, when they build up that bar, many consider doing that in defense to deny the steamroll. But this is a death scenario. You can't really negate chip for that long. And the minion does it with the 5D, but the minion gonna kill you. Nasty stuff here. Still set point for Senor though.
Yep, another set point opportunity. And they have a burst advantage, which is obviously massive. Very, very good.
That blocked heat tackle could have led to a winning game scenario, by the way. Unfortunate that they weren't able to capitalize on the corner and just last been flipped on them, goes for the throw. How they use their bar, how they use their deflect, doesn't utilize it at all. Oh man, Senor Whis, you put yourself in a dire scenario where you have to guess what meter on the wake up against someone like Jacko. This isn't fun, baccpack.
PRC, able to block, but gets called out by the minion. Just absolutely domination there. A big round there from Jacko, forcing the game number 5. Game number 5. Senor, we started with that 2-0, but it's been very difficult since we've seen the swap to the Jacko. Another great start here for Asset. Pot trap in the corner, and so far, as we've seen it, whenever Potemkin gets trapped in the corner, there are no good things happening to Potemkin in that round.
Yeah, it's quite brutal. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy what Asset's done, right? They have done God's work, right? Turning this from a reverse, like from a Frio scenario to reverse Frio. I think they've done amazingly. But Senor Whis, man, it feels so rough watching them lose like this after having such a powerful winning scenario. But at the end of the day, Asset looking like the better player in the matchup so far. And they're just keeping up. 5H slighted, and the whip punish with the JD is set point for the Jacko, baccpack.
Yeah, this is Asset's first opportunity at set point, and just might be their last for this set. A huge jump in with a JH, tries to go for the cancel, doesn't even matter. Ooh. 6P into the knockdown, we start.
Oh, suffering from success. You were 2+.
Could not find the throw, and now trapped in the corner. Whiffs the throw once again, and this right here might be the beginning of the end, Panda.
Certainly, man. You know, Senor Whis, has been nice knowing you, big man. I'll pour a glass of wine for you, man, in your final moments. But if you're able to defend it, prove me wrong, I'll throw this aside, big man. That's all I'm saying. Best of luck. Goes for a deflect. Approaches the Potemkin Buster. Wait, maybe I need to throw away the glass.
Time to wake up.
Maybe I throw away a glass.
PRC forward.
5P.
5P mash out. Has the meter here. Guruna. 50-50.
Good block from Asset.
That was crazy. I don't know why you were ready for the top 5D, but we made it, Panda! Final game, final round. The WEG, both players are on set point. It is anybody's game. Once again, I think Asset is going out of their way to beat out fuzzy throw options, and Senor Whis just keeps falling for it on defense.
No, you're absolutely right. You've seen Senor Whis go for a ton of fuzzy tech as well. Carbide Megafist, not a bad round start option. You can avoid a little bit more of the aggressive tools that the character has, and that heat tackle was super active because the minion baits the burst. This is actually a game-winning scenario, but you've got to bait the meter, baccpack. They aren't dead. You don't have a confirmed scenario, and you got to bait the meter. Asset can let it rip. They can go for jab.
One pop buster is all you need.
No, don't pop buster.
It would have worked.
You messed up the safe jab.
No. Jumps over. Has a jump to the corner, cop of the 5D. And that
that's not enough.
It's a drop cross up!
Oh my god.
And Asset will take the set 3-2.
Why again? Heading into top 6 losers, not only do we have a vibey song, We're also in a vibe of a stage, one of the new stages, and look how pretty the stage is, backpack. Look at it, the skybox, the greenery. It feels like the Braze, man. I'm back in Scotland.
The song looks like, or it's not the song. This stage looks like the end of Guilty Gear. Like this would be the congratulations.
This is this is
end.
the backdrop as it's all like by the name of heaven. Yeah, that would be it, man. That'd be it. That's the credit song for this game, by the way. That's what I was singing. That's what I was. Yeah, you know, not that you would know because you're not a dork.
I played the campaign. I want you to know that.
Well, you can't play it. It's a cutscene. It's a cutscene. Actually.
Actually, I held my controller the whole time, so it counts.
Take me. But yeah, interesting thing. Scissors obviously on the Anji, immaculate player, and Asset opting to come away from Jackal, come away from Unika, and play the dual-bladed character, Ramlethal. Definitely a solid one, as Ram's a really solid pick. Doesn't really have many losing matchups. And against Anji, you can certainly trip them up, and we're seeing that playing to full effect right now. The Scissors having to hold the offense.
Great use of the deflect there. Causing the follow-up to whiff there, and now in a good spot. Scissors sending Ram through the wall.
Ooh.
Lots of meter available to both players here. Shouts out with a 2S, and that should be it. No burst opportunity, just death.
Oh, that's that vibe, isn't it? I don't even know the name of the song.
Final round for game number 1, and we are going to see an early burst here from Asset. Dash in. Ooh. Off of the bird, off of the butterfly.
Bird's a bird, bird is a word.
Oh, that it is, that it is. A double IBFD there. Really great option. Catch the spin.
What a spin.
They say it, but gets called out by the fish. But are you ready for the bird? Plus frames. 5D. Out of range. PRC stays in. PRC. Anji messes up the fast cancel and ready with the back throw. But we find another back throw. It's still anybody's game. Close slash 2S connects. And Scissors will take game number 1. Game number 2 swaps on over to the Alpha. I love watching Asset for this very reason. You just never know what you're going to get. Kind of like a box of chocolates.
Yeah. And considering that she's called Valentine, that kind of goes crazy. The box of chocolates analogy. Love it. Oh. But as we know, Asset, oh my god, that nice pickup. And as we know, when it comes to Asset, we know them for their L-Felt the most. Their L-Felt is insanely good. But Scissors just kind of being a bit of a bruiser right now, not even letting them get started with any of the Rika nonsense. And just playing neutral fairly well. What a cross up into the overhead though, fuzzying that, and able to get the meter reward.
Baited!
Oh.
And killed. Very strong first round with the, why am I forgetting her name? Elfelt. Oh my god, the crazy rain fart there. You know, Asset started with that Elfelt. That's how they won their first baccpaBrawl. And they played Elfelt for so long in my head. I'm like, this is an Elfelt player. And then it just seems out of nowhere. They're like, oh, by the way, I play like 6 characters. And ever since then, that's been their identity of having all these characters to play.
For me, it's always going to be that Elfelt. I feel like their Elfelt really stands out. It's like, not only do they have like actually solid offensive setups besides the Rika stuff, they also play neutral fairly well. But right now, Scissors' delayed offense is really catching Asset's delayed defensive options right now. I'm going to guess the next time you wake up Asset, if you want mash, you got to do it frame 1. I feel like that'll be the play. Oh, good pickup here though. Able to get some solid damage, but burst off the table. Has to play into that butterfly. Maybe not. What a 5H to poke with. Fully capitalizing. Oh, the bomb jacket. We haven't seen this in a while, backpack.
Yep, time for the setup. Same side, into the cross-up, get ready for the explosion, blocks in the sky. 2K avoided the actual spin there. Able to get the aerial throw, YRC baited, and Asset takes the round, ties it up 1-1.
Heading into the next match, backpack. We're tied 1-1, and we went from one bruiser to another. Yeah, the best way to put it, this is going to be a match of the gorillas, the Rika gorilla, and the Dandy gorilla, you know? He's like, I may be a gorilla, but I'm well mannered. Anyway, hail bunker. Oh, nice. Has 2 bars to work with though. Asset should be able to capitalize on a kill, but opts for the bomb jacket. I think the other super may have killed, but as was.
I think there's a cooler way to kill, to be frank.
Real.
Hold that.
It's pretty guaranteed, I know.
Yeah, blocked it and died, by the way. Charge the Rekka, finds the knockdown, goes to the cross-up, which connects. Same side this time, same side low. And dealing with this Slayer seems pretty difficult.
Oh, yeah. Oh, goes for right side, 2S, 2H, gets a counter at Pale Bunker, that leads to a pickup, but opts for a Mappa Hunch. Probably just for the guarantee confirm. Big fan of that play indeed. But you gotta play into the one that has the Wild Assault and the 2 bars, and that Bomb Jacket's gonna lead to the most nasty Isoki scenario that you just gotta defend against.
Give up that burst. Only a pixel in his dream, but gets called out by the gun. And Asset goes up 2-1.
Anyway, heading into the 4th game, the Yoshi bring, haven't seen that in a wee bit, the JS there, big fan. But heading into the next one, of course, Asset, only one more to go to knock out Scissors right here, and Scissors is committed to that dandyism, sticking to the Slayer, no Anji to mess about with, and I'm gonna guess that Anji probably has a difficult time into Elfelt, which kind of surprises me if this is the case.
It's hard to say, but I mean, from what I'm seeing on the board right now, Elbo's doing pretty good.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a pet peeve matchup where no matter the character they play, they're not going to like it, so they'd rather play the fun character. Huh?
Yeah, no matter what, you're hating it.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm out. Get me out.
Slayer challenges out. Very nice patience, very nice punish. Boom bada bing, gets the hit, and Slayer gives up the burst. I don't know why I dropped the boom bada bing. I apologize for that. Boom bada bing, we're gonna see a whiff there. Counter it, drops, tries to re-challenge, gets called out by the super. Bit of a boom bada
super in here. Hey, I'm walking here into a dub. Asset takes it with the Rekkas, catching the shins and knocking Scissors out of today's bracket. The usual champion knocked out at 6.
Winners finals. It's Presto on the Goldlewis versus Aegis on the Unika. Now, we saw Aegis earlier on that Unika, had a phenomenal set. We didn't get to watch Presto, and that's because their opponent unfortunately had to DQ. So excited to see their debut in this week's Brawl.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So much damage has already been dealt. And with Unika, she's actually a fairly high damage character. This is one of the things that people were talking about her, is that she's an all-rounded high damage character, which is pretty similar to some of the base roster characters, kind of like Leo. Oh my god, nice DP. Leo, Sol, and Kai. You know, they could deal that massive damage, and they're pretty all-rounded. It's a fairly nice round from Aegis to go up 1. Well, they continue that momentum. 5H, still 1D normals. That comes out in 10 frames, by the way, that round start.
Really?
Insane toe. Yeah, insane toe.
The range seems kind of insane, no? For 10 frames?
Yeah, 10 frames. I wouldn't lie. I'm not a liar, backpack.
Well, you've lied to me before, Panda.
No, on purpose.
Well...
So I may be lying to you.
That's debatable.
What? Shocking. Oh, the super... That's nice.
Yeah, that's super PRC into the back throw. Yeah, that's a really nice play there. Just getting them on your opponent, making them like, why did I do that?
Oh, Jesus.
God, the staggers are crazy. Catching that jump. Has to give the burst, sets up the laser. And
what?
You just stole the round. Okay,
just like that. You asked me for a prediction off comms. Yeah, I'm a believer in Presto now. Yeah, no, I said Aegis earlier. I know Aegis just took that match. I know I said that Aegis is going to be taking this, but after that 5D, I don't know. But Aegis is up 1-0.
On to game number 2, in round start, we're going to see both players just kind of hopping around, and Goldlewis going to win with the 5D. Tries to go for the meat, but gets called out by the DP. Drone comes out, blocked in the sky. 2P finds the hit, DP right afterwards on block. That 2P is +3 on block for Goldlewis. So that is an appropriate time to go for the DP.
Oh, God. Okay. Up again with the JD. That's a nice connection. 684. No TG or hard knockdown setup. Unfortunate, but they do still have that screen space. But the Scum Dipper to approach Aegis, still an absolute monster of these cross-ups. And that's JS, I believe. What a tool. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm saying that about every single normal this character has, though. It's like, what a tool. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
The main thing about her, though, is that she's very slow in terms of, like, recovery, right? So she whiffs, like, a a far slash or whiffs the 5H that we were talking about, for a lot of the good members of the roster, they'll be able to go like, yeah, that's getting punished, right? Even Goldlewis here, he's catching the 5Hs with the minigun.
Mm-hmm. So high commitment options, but very strong options. So in that sense,
Indeed.
A little closer to a character like Goldlewis, like we see on screen, and less so like a character like maybe a Kai Kiske.
Pretty much, because you know Kai, say with that far slash, like it's got 1 frame recovery. Is that a catch?
Because it basically does.
Yeah. Kai mains are carried? Is that what me and baccpack said? No, we didn't say that. We didn't say that. And also, to go with my prediction, do you see that? Do you see that? That's Presto tying it 1-1.
My goat! On to game number 3. And round 7, we're going to see the chase in with the JD. Nice knockdown with that 6-8-4. Flying around, we're going to see a trade. Very nice. Sets of the drone. Should be able to dash in here. Guarantees that plus 12. Keeps it tight. RC to stay in. Threatens the loam right now. Aegis just down back and is working out. Dashing with the far slash. Finds the counter hit. Gives up the burst. Jumps over and out in the drone. What a normal.
Oh, but the air is represented. Presto. Having to get caught is actually very nice. Aegis does have the corner. And with that overhead. By the way, that overhead gives no reward with RC unless it's blue. Right? So keep that in mind. Blue overhead with RC equals reward. Scum Dipper with RC, either or, equal reward.
Meterless reward or reward period?
Yeah, oh, nice. Like, if you do it normally, even with meter, you get nothing, right? With RC, you get nothing, but with blue, you get a combo. I believe with counter hit, red can give you a reward, but like without counter hit, you get nothing, even with meter. So think of it like Anji overhead. Oh. Jump in, very nice. With the 2H, able to extend. The powered up DP gives a wall bounce, by the way, so you know a lot of fun properties on this character. Oh,
what a beautifully animated character, by the way.
Right? That's what I was like the entire time. You've not seen her intro.
I feel like she has like Aegis 3 more frames a second than every other character. It's like too fluid.
It does, man. I'm telling you. All right, Aegis and Presto, don't skip the round start if you guys can hear me. Right? That baccpack needs to see that. It used to be like, wow, the hair. Right? Honestly, maybe better hair physics than Amelia. I mean, real. Oh, God.
Hard to believe. Dash it, throw, Tex goes to the JDB, runs under, and now there's a good spot here for Aegis. Capitalize off the plus frames, overhead into the walkback, jumps up with a 2P, it's starting with his game. Drone setup, you have to respect it. Perfectly timed JS, hit, connection, stun dipper, RC, wall spot, and it's death!
Okay, let's just go down to the wire. Let's just go down to the wire, lads. If you guys are enjoying this, man, like and subscribe. Am I right, baccpack? Jesus.
Might just have
to. Aegis on the offense, getting a good jump in, but unfortunately Burst gave up, and there's the drone. He's approaching with it, but the JS had knocked you out the sky. This is actually a very nice scenario, but Presto unfortunately dropped the combo, but still has the corner unlocked. That's the positive.
Yeah, got the far slash instead of the close slash, which is very, very unfortunate. Lost a ton of damage, and actually ended up giving Aegis the momentum, so they are going to have to play a fantastic round if they want to come back in this, but it looks like it might be too little, too late. Wall splat chase! And Aegis will go up 2-1. On to game number 4, jumps in with the JD, and that hits low enough that will not be anti-aired. And already, where did 33% of your HP go? You have any info on the health of this character?
I believe she's pretty average in terms of the health department. Nothing too mental and nothing too weak, you know? Just a pretty solid health character. Oh, 5H. Attacking away, we're staggering, using those 5Hs and the projectile. I believe that one's dust. I could be wrong. No, not dust. What you call it? It's one of the follow-up normals. I'm being a bit stupid. It's like a command normal, I believe. That little projectile, you know, the little spark, the TDV spark.
The one on the ground?
Yeah. Yeah, that Bang. One there. That one there.
Ooh. Oh, did he block? Yes, wow. That is why Aegis is my GOAT. Just runs 45 seconds straight of offense and then down backs for your super. How do you know? I don't know. Aegis knew.
Aegis, you gotta show baccpack the weapon free super. You'll think it's the craziest thing ever. Right? He might piss himself. It'll be really cool. Ooh, nice, good block. Beautiful DP to send you back. And the wild assault to approach with. The combo as well, optimizing. Again, enhanced super, meaning more damage.
YRC out-arranged, out-spaced. PRC extension, and I think That was the set. Aegis continues the W's here for Unika. What a Unika debut. I'm not sure if anyone could have done this, but the GOAT Aegis. We've got Big Jars versus
Big
Asset.
Jars.
Big Jars on the screen.
Sounds like a promo, doesn't it?
Yes,
Like you're selling jars.
2 big jars. They can be yours.
wow, the song. But yeah, interesting thing, of course, this is going to be a big man Goldlewis. You're going to have 2 Goldlewises in the top 4, you know, this set and the next.
Deserved.
And going into Ram, a non-easy matchup, I believe. You could be outranged, but in terms of the neutral, if you're able to get in and represent those JDs well enough, you see it, Big Jars is fully utilizing it. It looks good for you.
This is one of the classic Guilty Gear matchups where both players love it when they're the ones on offense. Like, that is actually exactly what this matchup is.
Isn't that every matchup, though?
Well, I mean, no. 268, close slash, 268, deflected away, avoided, jump in, 2K, 5D, even in the block RPS with the JD, and that does bring out cross up, ready for the block.
Oh, the Thunderbird. Just getting to lead by that sword. Do keep in mind, you need level 4 Thunderbird to win in those scenarios, and this is just rough. Oh, sends him through the wall. Just like you gotta run the Oki, sets up the guard crush, goes for the furrow, and with that bar, this is just a winning scenario, honestly. Big Jars has to give up the burst, but they're not going to. And that was a burst baiting route. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was a wicked route. The jump there, I was actually kind of confused by that second jump. I was like, oh, okay, that's just going to work, I guess. And it did.
It's like that.
Rock catch the backdash. Bad timing of the backdash there. Very difficult to backdash as Goldlewis, by the way.
Yeah, it's certainly not easy. This character, man.
But he's just too damn big.
He's a bruiser. He's a bruiser, bro. He's too big. Oh, God. Sends you through the wall. Solid damage dealt. Opts to Russian with the sword toss. Definitely play. Cross up from Asset. Immaculate representation of that cross up. And rough for the Goldlewis brothers. His Asset is up 1-0.
Okay, that I get you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, YouTube. You don't have the context, but it's fine because we got the best Guilty Gear song playing, and that's all that matters.
You know what? A hot take? I agree. It's up there. But I enjoy this song. Popping like popcorn, bro. I'm not strong enough. I do know lyrics, I'm just not. I can't Yas Queen it right now.
Okay,
I'm not in the mood.
No, I respect that. I respect that. It
nice.
Just might be 3 AM for you. So, you know what? I'll give you the pass this time.
Yeah. Guess so. No. Okay. On the offense, goes for the 2K, staggering away with the Wild Assault. Does have 2 bars to work with. And it's actually really good. Gets the low, and with that bar, able to send him through the wall. Seeming like a looping scenario that can certainly keep happening. Oh, YRC sends you back. Does have that drone.
Oh, you're so cooked here for your ramp. Oh, no, somehow makes it out afterwards. Avoided. JS, 5K pickup. Is that it? No. Goes to the reset and the tab 5D for the setup. Very nice round there from Asset.
You hear the whale sting dog? No, stop. I was actually about to make that. I was like, this is it. Yeah, nah, very good throw here. Gets him with the jump H. Oh, and just like I'm able to send them through the wall. The damage is dealt. But now you gotta hold the neutral with that BRC. But what a challenge from Asset. I can't believe they went for that. I would have like walled up. And Asset's well aware, like, no, you're not doing anything off this.
Yeah, mashing through the BRC slowdown is really scary in this game, especially because a lot of the time it's like a setup. And if you press that button, you are dying for it. But definitely got rewarded. Now Asset's in a good spot.
Ooh. My eyes closed. No, stop. I'm actually.
I think you should just commit at this point.
No, I shouldn't. I'm too weak, bro. I'm too weak. Good confirm here from Asset. Not enough to kill. But at the end of the day, you do have that Oki, and it's a guessing scenario for a win. Gonna get the close slash, and that's gonna do it. Asset is up 2-0, and they're looking extremely confident right now.
On to game number 3. Big Jars has a lot to prove here. Big Jars has to make it happen right here, right now.
The rage bait's not getting to me. I need to clarify that. He's for the YouTube audience, this guy's rage baiting me in the in-betweens.
No.
Big Jars needs one more. Yeah. Big Jars needs one more.
It's funny how it's so effective that you know it's rage bait and it's still upsetting you.
Yeah. Yeah.
A master of the craft.
What can I say? I'm just a very angry person. Oh god, nice catch with the sword toss. Yeah, and this is actually a wall break scenario. Yeah, again, despite the fact that Big Jars took a very early round, by the way, he took that round very quickly.
Oh.
You're still up against Ram. Oh. 2S.
YRC, but in a bad spot. Saves him with a wild assault. Backs off. Re-engages JD for the hit. Jumps in. JH. Oh, the super in the gap. Can't be clean. 2S avoided. So
sword toss.
Jumps in. Far slash. Should be able to pick up that sword soon enough. Doesn't even need it. Set point.
Oh, you know Ram can't pick up the swords anymore, right?
No, with time I meant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
I knew that.
I know you haven't played the game in 2 years, but like...
Didn't I say it's coming back?
No, you said pick it up.
Okay, well, you know...
Yeah, I know what you meant.
But yeah, I will be clearer in the future.
Yeah, I'm looking out for you. I'm doing my best.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
my best. I've got to correct you in comms so you look stupid. That's me looking out for you. Anyway, nice counter hit. Able again with the back scratcher, getting some decent damage. And they're approaching with the behemoth, but YRC sends you back. Asset gets him with the overhead. Solid pickup. Wild assault to get the wall, but couldn't get the rest of the combo. Unfortunate drop, but this is still a nasty scenario. How Big Jars use that burst. Oh.
Opportunity.
Set point
jumps
still.
Over the chase, but mistimed the manual safe jump, and now Asset's in a great spot. Just goes for that cross up into the 5K pickup. That is a 3-0 victory for Asset. Wonderfully played. Losers finals. We've got Presto versus Asset, and Asset has opted to play the Dizzy. Now, this is such a strange pick because you just played against Goldlewis on Ram and won 3-0.
Yeah, it's like, why would you go from like potential like top 5 character to like a genuine,
frankly,
by far downgraded character?
They're about to show off some funny tech. I think the only reason you swap the Dizzy here is to show off funny tech. Or you want to show off the Dizzy on the stream.
Like, okay, no disrespect to Big Jars, but if you're fighting a Goldlewis that's in losers finals, then you can assume that it's like a stronger opponent, like a stronger Goldlewis you're gonna fight, right? So why on earth would you pick the weaker character? Like, you just want to show off funny tech?
Maybe.
What funny tech? Where's the funny?
I mean, well, the ice, there was just ice on the floor. That's pretty funny.
A little bit.
But not enough
for you. No, it's no funny. Yeah, well, no, imagine your kitchen floor was just ice. Oh, to be fair, you'd start eating it, wouldn't you?
That's a deep cut. Oh my god. Oh, I love that. Oh, you're so cool for that. You're so funny. Oh my god. All right, so Presto. Game number 1. On to game number 2. Round start far slash into the Ramble Fall away. Backdash on the rock. Gets him with the wild assault, throws out that sword, and burst comes out. We got half a burst advantage here for Ramblefall. By the way, I didn't even acknowledge it. Did make the swap to the Ramblefall. Obviously, the Dizzy did not work for that game number 1.
Yeah, the game number 1 went by extremely quickly. So, you know, it makes you wonder, right? It makes you wonder, like, did I just waste a match? Is this going to cost me? And I hope that doesn't happen, Asset. I really hope that doesn't happen. Boy. Good burst, sends out the sword toss. Presto stuck in the corner.
Backs off, avoids the JD. Great spacing against the JD there. Dash in, throw, RC. That is a dead Goldlewis.
Ooh. Yeah, for the wall, just like keeps it simple. The 5P, well aware. 1 HP. I don't need to do nothing else. I'm just gonna press the button. And you know, you're getting a little bit of a lead. You're bringing it back, but you're still up against that 1 match lead. It's all about how you work it from here. Goes for the sword toss. 2S with the sword toss yet again for the guard crush. And then play Nudge yet again. And the white wild assault be represented. Presto on the offense. Ooh.
Great 6-speed, just ready for it. We're seeing a lot of JD represented in the matchup by Presto. And obviously it is very good, normal to use in the matchup when Ramblefall is playing horizontally and just playing that grounded game. But Ramblefall is actually going out of her way right now to play in the air and to look for the JDs, so that way it's not a strong option. So doing their best to neutralize it, and so far it is paying dividends, as you said.
Dividends. I mean, you've said it before. I know we both said it before. It's a very fun phrase to say.
It is a super fun phrase. That's why I was
that and capital. You know, like they capitalized on that. You know, just like how they capitalized on that PRC whiff punish. Well done from Asset, and we're tying it 1-1.
Game number 3, round start. We're going to see the Wild Assault, and already Ramapal stuck in the corner. And this is what we're saying on the matchup. Offense first is a winning strategy for either of these players. We're just going to see a jump out of the corner, and this could be very good for Ramapal. Just look at how quickly that damage accumulates.
It's insane, and especially on Goldlewis, you know, for tankiest fella on the roster, you got to keep that in mind, right? So the fact you're doing that damage, it makes you wonder what chip is dealing that, you know? But it's actually very nice to confirm from Presto. Confirm the Behemoth into the RC, getting the kill, you know, stealing back that lead a wee bit. And they've still got burst. Nobody gave up burst that entire round. And Asset giving up in a matter of seconds. Oh, yeah.
Nice knockdown. Goes to that with 5P. You can represent a frame kill into the Behemoth. Great backdash from the 268. Perfectly timed Wild Assault sets of the drone. Just a walk forward. Super menacing.
Walk forward.
Very menacing. Very difficult to deal with, clearly.
Drone run offense for me. Oh, big 5H. Sets up the rock. Able to get him with that 2S. Does have a bar to work with, but at the end of the day, so does Presto. So you've got to call it out on the offensive structure. And we've seen Presto. He does do supers on defense. So I'm a bit worried here if you're Asset. You got to be looking out for it.
Jumps in. JK, that was not timed actually safely, because that was blocked after a jump. But regardless, another fantastic round here for Ramapal. Winner of this round will have an advantage moving forward. We'll go up 2-1, and already looking a little rough for Goldlewis, especially when the JD is still being called out by good spacing and proper anti-airs.
Oh, nice. Good jumping. Able to confirm into the 684 for a hard knockdown. Getting a nice sides, like anti-side swap, you know, going same side. That was the word I'm looking for the nice JK, but they have to play back into neutral, gets the JD, represents the Thunderbird for that 2P. YRC, it looked like they were going for a bait, but as we know, YRC changed. I don't know if you know about this backpack, but YRC comes out quicker in this current patch of Guilty Gear, which is a bug. So players are certainly utilizing it. Not purposeful. Not purposeful.
I've seen the changes. I'm like, okay. I actually thought it was true. I'm like, this is the one gameplay change we see is this YRC change, and I had no idea it was a bug.
It was a bug, yeah. And Asset, utilizing the bug to full effect, gonna go up 2-1. Eddie?
Game number 4 is what Panda just said, and I rudely interrupted him.
No, I was going to rudely interrupt you, to be fair. So at the end of the day, you know, we're just two sides of the same coin. You know, we're cut from the same cloth. We are a funny analogy to explain why we're both the same. I couldn't think of another one. Don't judge me. That's it. Thank you. I was trying to remember. But back to it. Asset tying up the health. That was a pretty nice deficit that Presto did have. But it just got turned around in a matter of seconds, and what a jump in, able to confirm it. Not enough to kill, well aware of that, so the resetting for the sword toss, gets the overhead. That was all Asset, and this is set point now. This could be the last Goldlewis that you're going to see today.
Yeah, I mean, this could be the end of Goldlewis, and that'd be very unfortunate for our big body brethren, because
for no more
Potemkins
brackets
are out, one Goldlewis is out, and now it's down to the last big body available.
Yeah, and Unika's waiting.
Well, I guess Aegis could hop on the Bedman technically, but I think we're sticking with the Unika through and through. I think Aegis needs that Unika W. But Presto stays alive at least for this round and is trying to get to that game number 5.
Ooh, gets him with that rock. Oh, but the 2K sends you back. White Wild Assault through the sword toss. Not going to lead to anything though. Besides keeping neutral, not going to hold the guard crush into a 50-50. That is the positive. But Presto needs to get in, but gets caught by that cross up. It's so strong. It's such a strong cross up.
Oh, no swords. Yeah, challenge up with the 2P. Tries to go for the JD, but called up with a 6P. And right now, I just know Presto's so annoyed. Because Goldlewis JD is such a good option, especially at certain ranges. It just feels almost unstoppable. And somehow, Asset is finding a way to stop it over and over again. And it's like hitting your head against the wall. Like, my best tool just isn't working against this player. And I'm using it at the right times, but if you use it too often, your opponent knows there's always counterplay. Laser gets set up.
Yeah, I will find out.
No swords. And now you're trapped in the corner. Goes to the cross-up. JD avoided. 6P. And
no
here. Knockdown. Jumps in. 268. Plus. Dash in.
The throw?
Game number 5 will happen. Presto able to tie it up. Game number 5 jumps over the JDZ. It works sometimes, man. I'm telling you. Close slash.
Yeah, it does.
Into the overhead. Great block there on the burst. And you know what? Presto, who's been fighting from behind, is on the verge of going up in the set. And this would be really bad for Asset, who started on Dizzy. That would be unfortunate to lose in game 5 after you started on Dizzy.
And in terms of storytelling, you've got a nice super. In terms of storytelling, as Presto goes on set point, you got to think about everything, right? You've got Asset, who's came from a full loser's run, by the way, and Presto, who's looking for the run back. And it's like, at the end of the day, what do you want to see more? Do you want to see a run back, or do you want to see someone who's done the Hero's Journeys run with all the waifus in the world? Like, I don't know, man. This is difficult. The hub.
The Hobbit, the Hero's Journey. We're going through the full Hero's Journey. 268, 426.
I took what the ring.
Jumps in, gets caught in the overhead. Ramthal's opportunity. Knockdown, so low. The same side, but the wrong BT. We're not going to need the follow up there. Jumps in, JD, perfectly spaced, hits the legs. No way to anti-air it. Presto takes it in game number 5. We'll be seeing the run back between Goldlewis and Unika.
Heading into grand finals, we see the latest Bedman theme is playing as the grand final side has Aegis on the Unika up against Presto, who's looking for that run back with the Goldlewis. baccpack, this is a battle of vengeance. Do you think Presto can do what they couldn't do in winners?
You know, it's going to be a tough road. I think Aegis has shown she's one of the greatest players of the baccpaBrawl series. And so, it's so hard to bet against her. It's just too difficult.
Oh wait, Aegis is she?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Nice, jumps in. 2K2D. Sends out the drone, backing up, went for the JD. Nothing comes of it though, and that's a nice scum dipper. Able to set up for the guard crush projectile. You're seeing it there, plus on block. And the wall break already happening within the first 15 seconds. Oh, 684. Oh, what? The DP clash cancelled on the 486.
Just one of the goats. No big deal. Great block in the overhead there. Oh, not this time around. Gets caught. RC forward and just, yeah. That right there, excellent judgment. You just let the opponent hit the ground, take your OTG, and the OTG is never burstable.
Nice. Go for the behemoth pressure, staggering away. Gets him in the JD, but it's a massive trade, allowing Aegis to get in, and just like that, the offense is set up. The // confirmed scum dipper. Backing up, gets the / yet again. So far, a ton of backdash catches. Presto gonna have to be a bit more patient so he doesn't get caught by these straight normals. And what a super to escape with.
Sets with the drone, jumping through, throws, knockdown. Backs off, JD chasing, scum dipper into the super. Oh, Aegis takes game number 1. On to game number 2. JH, Goldlewis, hit, burst, comes out. So Presto finally finds a good start. Aegis just gives up that burst, and it's time to reconvene. It's time to see what are we going to do in neutral. Right now, just throwing out the lasers, but Goldlewis got a laser of his own. We'll see if that comes into play. Dash in, throw, RC for the follow-up, and a very unfortunate drop there.
Ooh.
And even a worst-case scenario, mashes out in the gap there. That // into the slow BT, it is not true. So great time to mash there for Aegis.
So interesting thing. Oh my god, nice. Gonna be able to send him through the wall with the super. So interesting thing, Unika has 2 supers like everyone in the roster, and they have a really cool one. But the thing is, you will never see it good punish. We will never see it baccpack. And that is because it can only connect on an opponent that's standing.
Wait, which move were we talking about?
They have, so Unika has 2 supers, right? So we've seen it already, right? We've seen one. But they have another one called Weapons Free, which is an install super that lets them do creative combos, right? But they can only do it on a standing opponent, so you'll never see it in a combo. Wait.
I gotta see that. I actually really want to see that.
Oh, it's sick as hell,
then.
but you'll never see it. You'll never see it.
We'll see it today, right here. That's my promise for the baccpaBrawl.
Also, they have to be on 30% health.
Oh, no, we're never
They got the
seeing
Kai
it.
thing.
We're never
They got the Kai
it.
thing.
Jumps in. Back throw.
Back throw.
And that's such a rough situation here for Presto. YRC comes out. Dash in. Tech. Back throw. Very nice for Presto.
Oh, Christ. I don't even think it has iframes as well, so you can't use it as like a get me out of here super. It's so oddly designed. So oddly designed. It's like the classic cat. Oh.
They wouldn't build an install that's actually usable for these characters.
They do it for Bedman.
They do for Bedman and Abba.
Oh wait, I'm noticing a theme with Aegis' characters. Install? Maybe that might encourage us to see a Unika install. That can go crazy. But yeah, keeping the pressure going, gets the overhead. Solid pickup here. Uses the enhanced version of the other super for the kill, as it does way more damage. And Aegis, she's up to 0. One more to go.
On to game number 3, we're going to see an early laser, and Presto with the early burst, jumping around with that JD, caught with a 6P, knocked down.
Oh, nice. Pressure went for the overhead. Unfortunately, not going to get nothing. But it is safe on block when it's enhanced, I believe. So that's the positive. It does have that bar to work with. Went for the dash cancel. Nothing of it though. Goes for the low behemoth, keeping the pressure going. Bar slash to escape. Scum Dipper with the RC. As we know, Scum Dipper, when it's 7 frames, pretty solid. With this character, it does appear to come out on that mid-range type frameage, and it is a very good special. And this is that point, man.
Yeah, this is tournament point here for Aegis. I'm realizing Aegis is actually doing a lot of Bedman things on this character, especially when we're seeing like the JSs.
The staggers.
Yeah, the big staggers and the JSs, and obviously the pressure is like a little similar. Like you see some similarities in the way that they RPS and they're forcing the opponent to guess. And Aegis just using all of these lessons learned from Bedman in the Unika now, and I'm sure that's a big reason as to why they're one of the best Unikas around. Wall break, super, and that is it. Aegis is your baccpaBrawl 151 champion. Wins in the first week with Unika. Unbelievable
Jesus
run.
Christ.